Hi there, friend. I see that you are in need of some human interaction. It's been a while since your fellow friend gave you some of that. Do you mind if I go close the shutter just a bit to make the lighting more serene? That's better. How are you doing? Maybe you'd prefer me to close the door. I can do that. Anything to make you feel more comfortable and at home. Sure. Are you feeling lonely today? Yeah. I understand. I get that way when I'm just bored, not having anything to do, and not needing to take care of myself. We all get lonely at times. And it's okay, it's natural. We all need human touch and interaction. Do you mind if I touch you like this from time to time? Just so you have that human interaction. Just like this, just so you feel great. Just so you feel good. It's all right. It's gonna be okay, I know. Sometimes we just have to let out those tears. It's not easy. Sometimes it never gets easier. Sometimes it feels like certain things just never get better. I know. You can just express those problems out now and give them to me to take away from you. Sometimes we just needed someone to talk to. I know. I know what it's like. I know. When we miss someone so dearly, when we wish to just be near them. I know. It hurts. I know. But now you can start to feel better now that you release that feeling. I know what it's like to crave that touch, to just want to be held, cuddled, or kissed, or hugged, or just even honestly looked at, acknowledged, appreciated, admired. Even look is a form of touch. Looking is a form of touch. That feeling you get in the back of your neck when you feel like someone's looking at you, it's because they're touching you with their eyes. And when someone doesn't want to acknowledge us or see us, it can hurt. It can be hurtful and devastating for the person, especially when they're already suffering inside or dealing with low self-esteem. It can make us feel more lonely and afraid of anything, afraid to love, afraid to be your true authentic self around people. I I just want to let you know that I'm here for you at any time. I always am and always will be. Right here, just right here waiting for you to accept this form of contact. To acknowledge that you're human. Even if you have super abilities, you're human. And you need this touch. You need this interaction once in a while. You need to be heard and acknowledged and seen. Sometimes you need to be seen. Sometimes you need to be heard. Maybe you crave human touch and interaction more than others, and others more than you. At different times in their life, it just is. But right now, this is here for you when you need it the most. With love and compassion and kindness, I say, I know what it's like to need things, even if you don't really need them, like food, water, and shelter. Excuse me, we're under a heat wave. But sometimes it may feel like you need these things because you crave and desire them so badly. Oh, so badly. To the point where you can't even sleep. It's so bad how much you need these things in that moment. That face-to-face humanity. Honestly, sometimes I crave it so much that I just go to the store just to be around others. Just because I can. And it makes me feel seen. And then I can look at other wonderful faces that God has created. And it makes me feel better knowing I'm not alone on this planet. When we live alone, or we're alone a lot in general, or feel alone, sometimes things like that can help. Where we see others who might feel the same. Maybe you can see the sadness in someone else's eyes at that Subway or that Starbucks or that gift shop. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be acknowledged. You deserve to be seen. No matter how someone made you feel at one point in your life or another, you deserve all the best. All the best deserves to come to you. Acknowledge it. Receive it. Immerse yourself in it. And being held, touched, seen, acknowledged, and heard. I'm going to give you a hug now. Just a warm, gentle hug. And a hug on this side. And hopefully this allows you to feel acknowledged, heard, and seen. Just a good, wonderful, beautiful long hug. And a tight squeeze there. There we go. Doesn't that feel so much better? Sometimes hugs are a great form of therapy. Honestly, we underestimate the power of a simple hug in our lives. They're just so wonderful. It's like a quick pick-me-up during the day. It gives you the motivation to keep going and to say, hey, someone cares for you. I remember a girl in high school who was having a shirt that said she was giving out free hugs. And I asked her for one. And no, it wasn't awkward. I barely knew her. And I was in need of a hug. And I felt like, honestly, she was in need of one too. So we hugged. And it just honestly makes you feel so much better. There is power to a simple hug. And don't overthink it. Just do it. You don't know how it can make someone's day, how it can make someone feel better. In fact, I feel inspired now to just hand out free hugs. There should just be hug events where people go just to be hugged. You don't have to talk to someone or get to know them, just hug. And there's a lot of power to that. So, yeah. I gotta say, hug someone today if you can. But I'm always gonna be here for you. And this will be here for you always, just whenever you need this form of interaction, okay? All right. I want to make sure that you take good care of yourself from here on out, and that you are just heard, seen, and acknowledged. That's all I want. That's all the goal is for today. Someone to just be here to listen to you and to see you for where you're at in life right now and to accept you for who you are. So if you have anything you want to share with me, I'm here to listen. Okay. That's good. You're feeling better now. Okay. Wonderful. Interesting. Okay. Gotcha. I see. I understand. Okay, well, thank you for sharing your story with me. I hope this leaves you feeling a bit more seen and heard and acknowledged. Always ask yourself those three things. Am I being seen? Am I being heard? Am I being acknowledged? And then you'll figure out why you're feeling so lonely. Maybe a certain person is not allowing you to be seen, heard, or acknowledged. They don't have to be perfect all the time, but is this person at least doing the best they can to hear you, to see you, and acknowledge you? Are they trying to make an effort? Have you brought this up with them before, that you feel a certain way, that you don't feel seen or heard? Have they repeatedly made you feel this way? Then you can decide where to go from there in dealing with this said person. Because sometimes you're the only one that can make yourself feel seen, heard, and acknowledged, and that's the harsh reality, but harsh in a good way. Because you have the power to change your reality. On a drop of a dime, you can quit everything overnight, move away from your state or country, quit your job, and start a new identity if you wanted. And sometimes that is the path forward. Sometimes that's not the answer. So, in these moments we can sit and reevaluate things. These moments when we sit down, we observe ourselves, we talk to ourselves. There are a lot of distracting moments in our life, like when we grab a smoothie and we go out shopping. And yeah, that's nice once in a while, but a lot of it is just mindless chatter and, ooh, look at this thing and how pretty that is, and look at the price of this thing. When really, we should take equal time to focus on ourselves, to focus on what is right and wrong, with how we are living our reality. Is our current reality sustainable? Is our day-to-day actions going to lead you to a happier lifestyle or a harder one to live? What can you do now to change your future tomorrow? So if you feel more loneliness now, what can you do to shift that to where you help others with loneliness so you don't feel so lonely yourself? To give someone a hug because you also need it. Does that make sense? And this will slowly help you reel out of this feeling of a lack of humanity. When we have lack of human contact, we maybe sometimes forget our humanity to begin with. Especially if we work long hours, if we're not careful, we can forget to remind ourselves of our humanity. That we're not machines, and that even machines need a break. So, just know that there's nothing wrong with reaching out to someone for contact, for love. Because sometimes we don't know how to give ourselves that love, and someone has to be the way shower to show us how. And that's the truth. So, I hope this helped you today. And just do some silent face touching to finish off before we temporarily part ways again. You are so loved and appreciated. I thank you for joining me today. I truly do. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for being here with me. May this serve you well on your journey, my friend. Take care now. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself. Don't lose sight of you.